If you crave the claustrophobic dread of Dead Space, you are in luck. Here are the best games that capture that same terrifying atmosphere. We begin with the Callisto Protocol, released in 2022 by Striking Distance Studios. Directed by the co-creator of Dead Space, this sci-fi horror game lands you in a brutal prison colony on Jupiter's moon. Available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, it features stunning, atmospheric visuals and tense, close-quarters combat. Despite some technical hurdles at launch, its terrifying setting makes it a must-play spiritual successor. Next is Resident Evil 4, specifically Capcom's spectacular 2023 remake. Available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, this masterpiece modernizes the classic that originally inspired Dead Space's over-the-shoulder camera. You control Agent Leon S. Kennedy on a dark rescue mission against a parasitic cult. It blends action and survival horror perfectly, boasting incredible pacing and flawless performance. Want to expand your game library? Visit Eneba for cheap video games on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Save up to 90% on Steam and gift cards via my affiliate link below. Next up is Alien Isolation, released in 2014 by Creative Assembly for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. This masterpiece of survival horror puts you in the shoes of Amanda Ripley aboard the decaying Sevastopol station. Much like Dead Space, the atmosphere is thick with dread, but here, combat is a last resort. You are hunted by a single, terrifyingly intelligent xenomorph that adapts to your behavior. The retro-futuristic visuals and stellar sound design perfectly capture the helpless terror of deep space. For a more psychological twist on sci-fi horror, there is Prey. Developed by Arcane Studios and released in 2017 for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, this immersive sim places you on Talos 1, a space station overrun by shape-shifting alien lifeforms. While it offers more gameplay freedom than Dead Space, it shares the same desperate struggle for survival. You must manage scarce resources, craft weapons, and use alien powers to survive enemies that can mimic any ordinary object. Next up is SOMA, a masterclass in psychological sci-fi horror released in 2015 by Frictional Games. Available on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, this title swaps the cold vacuum of space for the crushing depths of the Atlantic Ocean. You explore Pathos 2, a decaying underwater research facility where the remaining machines have begun to believe they are human. While it trades Dead Space's action-heavy combat for tense, helpless stealth, its suffocating atmosphere, brilliant sound design, and deeply unsettling narrative about the nature of consciousness will appeal to any fan of Isaac Clarke's isolating journey. If you miss the tense, third-person resource management of Dead Space, then Tango Gameworks' 2014's release, The Evil Within, is a must-play. Directed by Resident Evil creator Shinji Mikami and available across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles, the game follows Detective Sebastian Castellanos as he is pulled into a nightmarish, shifting reality. The gameplay perfectly captures that classic survival horror tension, forcing you to carefully manage scarce ammunition, craft traps, and dismantle grotesque, mutated abominations. Its grotesque visual design and oppressive psychological dread make it a phenomenal spiritual sibling to the Ishimura. Next up is Resident Evil 2, Capcom's stellar 2019 reimagining of their survival horror classic. Available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, this masterpiece modernizes the terrifying zombie outbreak in Raccoon City with a claustrophobic over-the-shoulder perspective that directly mirrors the tense camera work of Dead Space. Navigating the dark, labyrinthine police station forces you to manage scarce ammunition while hunting grotesque monsters. Its stunning visual engine and incredible sound design create an overwhelming sense of dread. From there, we venture deep into outer space with the 2023 remake of System Shock. Developed by Night Dive Studios for PC and consoles, this faithful recreation of the sci-fi horror pioneer traps you on Citadel Station. You must survive mutated crew members and rogue cyborgs, all controlled by the malevolent artificial intelligence known as Shodan. With its atmospheric lighting, complex level design, and immersive first-person gameplay, it offers the exact brand of isolation and cybernetic terror that made the Ishimura so memorable. Released in 2022 by Rose Engine, Signalis is a love letter to classic survival horror that captures the dread of dead space through a retro-futuristic lens. Available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, this atmospheric masterpiece follows Elster, an android technician searching for her lost partner in a decaying mining facility. With its striking low-poly visuals, tense inventory management, and psychological cosmic horror, Signalis proves that terrifying isolation does not require high-budget graphics to freeze your blood. For a more action-oriented descent into sci-fi terror, we have Doom 3. Released in 2004 by id Software for PC and Xbox, this title shifted the legendary franchise toward claustrophobic survival horror. Set in a darkened research facility on Mars, you must survive a demonic outbreak where darkness is your greatest enemy. Its revolutionary lighting system and heavy reliance on shadows created an oppressive atmosphere that directly paved the way for Dead Space.